GiiKER are one of my favourite new modern toy brands. They take retro gaming ideas and turn them into modern awesome games with an electronic twist. They've created modern versions of Tic-Tac-Toe, Connect 4, Ludo and loads of others. But I couldn't believe it when they got in touch with me about their latest product, Super Decoder, an electronic game based on one of my favourite games I used to play with my sister as a kid, Mastermind.
Mastermind is the game where you have to use all your wit and cunning to outthink your opponent and guess his colour combination faster than he can guess yours. Because it's not the size of your brain that's important, it's how quick you use it. Mastermind, the ultimate battle of the brains.
When I was a kid, me and my sister used to play this game Mastermind for hours and hours on end. And what it was one player would set up a little sequence and it would be these little pins or like these little tokens, and you'd pick different colours for each one. The other player wouldn't see what that sequence was. And the other player had a chance, I think it was at 10 lines, to start guessing and putting them in a sequence. If you've ever played the game Wordle, you kind of know what I mean, because you put your first guess in not having a clue as to what the sequence could be. Then the other player lets you know if you've got any colours that are right. And they do that by giving you a green light if you've got a colour in the right location, and they give you a white light if you've got the correct colour but in the wrong location. You get no lights if one of the colours is wrong. Like I say, me and my sister used to play this for hours and it was so much fun trying to figure it out and use your mind to crack that code. And it would get so exciting, especially when you knew you had one line left and you didn't quite have enough clues yet, so maybe you just throw a Hail Mary and hope to get it right. Playing it as a kid, it was so much fun, but also it was really great for building your analytical skills and trying to figure out puzzles. Now, I haven't played Mastermind for probably about 20 years. So when I found out GiiKER were releasing Decoder, which is a modern electronic version of Mastermind, I was absolutely psyched. And when I finally got my hands on Super Decoder, things were even better than I thought. Now, the Super Decoder is an awesome little handheld device that's designed to look like an 80s code cracker. And when you slide up here, you get like a little antenna type thing which glows. This means it's in 1-player mode, and that means it's in 2-player mode, which we'll cover in a minute. As you can see here, we've got the indicator to show us if we've got any that are in the correct place or if we've got any colors that are correct but in the wrong place. And on the slide switch here, you can change that mode. So I've got it on the 4 dots there. If I slide it up, it changes it. So instead of showing you on the side there, it will show you underneath exactly which ones are the right colors in the right places. These two ones don't have any light under them, so that means they're the wrong colors. If I scroll through now and I put purple there, and so by twisting the knob, you can actually change the color. You press it in once briefly to jump over to the next color. Let's go for red there because we haven't got a red, and let's go for a blue there. And then this one, is that a teal? Yeah, we'll go for the teal color there. Let's try that, and you hold it down to set your answer. There we go, we got them right. That was quite an easy one. Oh, we've leveled up. Here we go, we've got another one here. So these first two are right colors in the wrong location. So let's go, let's put the teal one there. Let's put the blue one there. That's a wrong color. So we'll put a red there, and we'll put the orange one there. And what's good is if you want to change a different one, every time you just press it again, it just keeps cycling through. And if by accident, let's say, or if you can't use the same color twice basically. So if I put a red there, it'll remove the other red, but I do want the red there. So we go around and let's see what this one does. Oh, okay. So blue's in the correct location, so that means red is incorrect. Let's find what it could be. Green, I'm gonna go for green. That is a different color green, yes it is, yeah. It's hard to see on this camera, but that's a green and that's a teal. Blue is in the correct location. And so our teal should be here. That one is the teal one. No, that was the green one. And we know orange is correct. Hold that one down. There we go, nailed it. Now, if you switch over into 2-player mode, what you get to do is you give the device to somebody and they can set a sequence. Any sequence they want. Right, and when that person's happy with it, hold it down, set the sequence. Then you see this lights up and you can set a timer here for how much time you want the person, the second player, to have to try and decode it. So let's say we set 60 seconds. Good to go. Now we pass over the console to the player and they've got to start guessing. So we know what the code that we set is, but let's try something different. There we go. And you can see the timer's counting down and they've got to figure it out. Let's put it in correctly. There we go, and done within the timer. The Super Decoder is an absolutely awesome toy, and what I love about it is it's not just the nostalgia it brings me for Mastermind, but it's how well designed it is. This is such a great pocketable device. It feels so much fun to hold in your hand, and you do genuinely feel like an old school code cracker, or even like you're in Ghostbusters. Like if you're clicking up the side there, you feel like you're Egon walking around trying to figure out where the ghosts are as you twist the little knob here. It is so cool. And what I absolutely love about it is just how easy it is to just give somebody and let them start playing with it. I gave it to my kids. I've got a 10-year-old, a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old, and they all absolutely loved it. It seemed to work at all ages. They had so much fun gathering around trying to figure out what the code was, and they were getting so excited to the point where I had to actually calm them down at certain times. It's such a well-designed game. It's got a great progression system, and it's designed where you can actually tailor the difficulty of it dependent on who's playing it. I took Super Decoder over to my sister's when we went around for the weekend, and she absolutely loved it. It was such a blast from the past. Like I said, we haven't played Mastermind for about 20 years, and to be able to play this awesome new electronic version of it was just absolutely brilliant. And to see that it's got the ability to play the 2-player game that we used to love, but also if you just want to have a quick blast by yourself, it's got an awesome single-player mode as well. It was absolutely brilliant. Once again, GiiKER have absolutely knocked it out the park with another awesome modern electronic retro toy. And I have to say, I think Super Decoder is my favorite of them all so far. If you want to get your hands on Super Decoder, links will be in the description below. But if you want to check out any of the other awesome GiiKER products, check out this video right here.